running late, but we don't care.
Only missed a couple minutes.
We got talking on TikTok. I mean, we're loving our TikTok people out there. Where are we at? We're like over 1,200 likes out there. Come on, Facebook and YouTube. Smarten up. Shout out to Hughes Intelligence Canada for the hockey suite and 4 special guests up here today. And we've allowed Connor Burke to come back.
For now.
Emily, who's a moderator on TikTok, was up here talking on your headphones, and she's having a lot of fun. And she was talking about the defense, similar to what you're saying, like look around a little bit more. It was better. I know you said there was still a couple little spots in there, but what do they got to do? Like, I know look around, but is there more what's gapping out there?
Honestly, not really. I think they do a good job of keeping the puck out of the net. It's when it's in the offensive zone, you kind of get a couple guys pinching maybe too far past the blue line, and then they get comfortable passing back and forth, and it just seems like they take their eye off it, and then it's gone. Like in Flint's they're not letting up. Like if you get a fumble, they're going to take it and they're going to go for it. And they've had probably 3 or 4 breakaways now, and Srdic's been fantastic. Stood on his head. He's made some amazing saves out there.
Yeah. And nice to, hey, Matt Corey, how you doing, buddy? He just threw me off. I had it. This is my buddy, Matt Corey. It's crazy. I love that guy. It's from high school. It's gone. Son of a gun.
Bing, bang, boom. Just looking around, taking your time. And, like, I think some of them, they get a little fancy with their passes sometimes, too. Like, it's like flip it here. Like, make sure it hits
just
tape to tape. Just, a nice, strong pass.
Yeah.
No little flips, because the flips get picked off, and the little
floaters
get picked off.
You can see that coming, eh?
Yeah,
I see
from a mile away.
Flint, like, one guy, I meant to write it down, I forgot. He really likes trying to wrap around. Have you noticed that? There's one or not even be 2 guys on there that are like trying to do that wrap around. And what's that one called? The
Michigan.
The Michigan, right? It's like.
Well, it is Flint.
Yeah, right. So it's like, oh, here we go. I remember that. Yeah.
That'd be pretty amazing to see one in person. I wouldn't even mind if it was against us.
You've never seen that?
Not in person, though.
Oh.
I've seen plenty of them.
I've seen. This is pre-COVID there, so it's. Forget who it was, but it was a Sting player did it. They were away. I think they might have been in Flint, actually. Now that it comes back to me, one of our players was in Flint and did the Michigan, and it was like, there you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll have to.
See if I can find that.
I'll have to look that up. Yeah. So, no, I thought the pace was a lot better out here this time around compared to the first. Like, I was decently happy with, but you said it started out a little slow. You thought this second period started off slow?
Just on our zone, I think Flint was really taking it to us there. Like they turned it. Like it wasn't very long. It was probably the first 5 minutes, but it took us a little bit to get a shot, and then after that, it was smooth sailing. Like 4 goals, 4 with 1 taken back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, or 3 in that period anyway. But they did a great job actually.
Yeah, Lucas Fisher, of course, and then the almost Easton Wainwright, and but then Liam Beamish in there right now. And he hasn't been here that long, as we said. So, that's always an expectation, I think, for a new player comes in. We're all looking at you going, okay, what are you going to do?
What are you made of?
Right? And that puts a weight on the shoulders of these young players, right? As well. Like, how old is Liam? Like,
he might be 17.
Yeah, he's a young fella. He's a young player.
A huge culture shock, too, to move from province to it's not just the hockey. Like, he's the whole new lifestyle.
Right, yeah.
From BC to Ontario.
That's right. Good point. Yeah, and again, this goes back to, the weight on the shoulders of these players, all players, but the young players, who are leaning on the experience of the older players to say,
show me the ropes.
That's across Canada you just came from, right? So
quite the
far
move.
Away. Yeah, it is for sure. The blimp is flying out around here, Liuna, but that's also here in flight services. Have you ever thought about getting your pilot's license?
I've thought about it. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well,
I don't know if they take under 20/20 vision. Might need some.
Might
need some LASIK.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Just
But
spitballing.
I sent an email off because I've been talking about it for a few years and I've been putting it off because it's just life. So I'm waiting for the email back to go like, okay, how much is it going to cost? Because I want to get my pilot's
Oh,
license.
right on.
Yeah. And I have some friends that, it's actually a friend of mine that his wife, he's like, did you know she had it? I'm like, I've known her for, who knew? No idea. So
I work with somebody who has theirs, actually.
yeah. Matt Berube, actually a good friend of mine. He's a pilot, and he's really inspired me. So anyway, nothing to do with hockey. I just thought I'd throw that out there. But
You're on Flight Services.
yeah, well, that's
Sponsored.
right. They're well, maybe.
They sponsor the team, I think, don't they?
Hey,
They were in my the coupon book.
right. Maybe they teach me for free, and I just brag about
Yeah,
it
but-
a lot.
I know some people. She said it was allowed.
Right? Okay. Right. She said it was okay. I even said her name. Tiffany said it was
He's
okay.
a name dropper.
Well, that time. Freaking thirsty now.
Don't you know who I am?
Doing all the talking. Who would win a game, though, the Sarnia Sting or Alvinston Killer Bees? What?
This thing for sure.
Toop Show. He should be wearing a suit. Who, Connor? You think he should be
boy.
wearing a suit? See?
Oh boy.
Here we go. And I didn't even say the tie. I just said, you're going to have to get you a jacket. It can say Sting on the jacket. I don't know.
It'll be a yellow jacket, I'll tell you that.
Wow. Of course.
Bright
it will.
yellow with a black shirt and a yellow tie.
Right. I think we're going to see, we've seen some aggression out there too, you know, like I predict some more of that coming out from Flint's side. Pardon me. And I think that's danger zone for Sarnia Sting, especially this young team. It's like, don't let them trying to poke the bear get in the way of you wrapping up this final period.
Don't let the emotions in there. They took a couple penalties again in that period. They're young. They've got
Yeah.
hormones. They've got emotions. They'll find a way to get into the box. I did. Ask my mom.
Right.
That's just how they are. They're young kids.
Hopefully
it just
they're more
comes.
mature than you.
Oh God, please! I hope they're way more mature than me. But yeah, it just comes with time. I think eventually they're going to realize it's not worth your 2 minutes in the box to give someone the satisfaction of
Right.
of a cheap fight or.
I'll show you.
Oh,
and
I
then-
got you. I took your helmet off.
Yeah.
Exactly,
I'm on
yeah.
the ice and you're
On
not.
the
yeah.
equivalent of that. Yeah.
Well, that's what it is, though. I think we forget. And that's where people make the comment a lot of times. Come on, don't be so hard on them. They're kids. Yes, they are. I agree. But again, I shouldn't say but because that removes everything I just said, but
It's a semi-professional hockey
it
league.
is. And there's an expectation when you sign on a dotted line. And it's an OHL expectation to grow into likely WHL, NHL, whatever that looks like for these young players. So, but I think the team, honestly, yes, there are things they could definitely improve, but I still believe in this team. And I don't just say that because I am a partner with this thing. I know the philosophy and the vibe from the coaching staff and Dylan Sika and the players behind the scene, like the staff that put this all on. There's an incredibly positive vibe that goes on. So it's being tried to carry. You know, if you think you're a fan and you're frustrated, try being a staff member.
Well, yeah, that's always the thing. Like, yeah, if you think you're mad, imagine what it's like to
Yeah.
lose 7 games in a row and get probably chewed out by the coach in the last 3.
You know, I think, again, back to Alan Letang and I call it the Tanger philosophy. Like it kind of makes you look at yourself and go, okay, like obviously I don't have to sit here and tell you that today was not a good day. So, and one of the things he said in post game is that consistency word, consistency. And he said, we're not being consistent. We need to find a way to be consistent. The guys know what they're supposed to be doing. I don't have to yell at you or anything. I don't think he's that kind of a coach anyway, but consistent, it's just over and over and over repeat, and then gain some of that momentum, right? And I think tonight's game is the opportunity to lead into Friday and call Friday, okay, here we go. Because when you lose, you got to put it behind you. When you win,
start again.
you still got to put it behind. It's like, great, we got the win, put it behind you, and away we go, right?
But you've got that good mood that's hanging on hanging on to that, saying, "Oh, we got this last one. We can do this again." It's the pulley you were talking about.
Yeah.
It's start to.
It's
You
hard
get
to
one in
start
a
it.
row, you get 2 in a row. It just starts to roll. It's a snowball effect.
Right. And the mindset is a big part of all of this as well. Like, Save, like you have a hard time getting up and going to work. But if they were paying you $5,000 an hour, you'd be jumping out of bed and you wouldn't be staying out late the night before, Connor, right?
I've never done that in my life.
But it's that motivation,
Yeah.
right? And people go, well, how do we motivate? You motivate you.
This is your opportunity. If you want to be an NHL player, you want to be the best player on the ice every single night.
Yeah.
And maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to go to college. That's fine too. But if you want to be the next best level, you got to take it to the next level.
Yeah. I think we're going to see a really exciting third period. Let's go over to our friends on TikTok. 29, he should be wearing a suit. Oh,
you read that twice now. You're late.
He should be wearing a suit. He should be wearing, they're all saying it over and over. He should be wearing a suit. I'm scrolling back. Tony, Sherry, right? We're not your, don't let the tie fool you. Who just, oh, what did I do? I tap on Juggalotus? Just Juggalotus?
Careful you don't get caught saying one of those.
I know. Like, there's been a few. I'm like, really? Don't let the gray hair fool you. The Rizzler.
I can't lie. I absolutely love those.
Right? You're the Rizzler, by the way. The Rizzler. Connor's more famous than I am because he's got his picture on a wall.
Yeah, still nothing to show for it.
No royalties. You were talking to Jake Borey earlier. You should have asked him, "Where's my check?"
I should have. I walked right past him, right past the picture too, when he was coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
Should have said, "Hey, what is that me?"
Right. Where's my royalty check? All right. We're having way too much fun up here now. For those of you on Facebook and YouTube, thanks so much for watching. That'll be it for me and Connor. I'll be going and setting up for post-game press conference, but you never know who's going to show up for that. Connor might even. Maybe we'll put you behind there and ask you the questions.
Oh, God. The spotlights are bright in that post-game.
That would be a new concept.
Answer for everybody. What do you have to say about that?
No, the referees are out, and I still didn't hear any booing.
Nope. That's because I'm not out there.
That's because you're not there. Okay. Sounds good. And then we got Friday's game, and then we're going to be on a break for a while, right, I think? Or maybe the following week we got one more. And
I think, there's one on the 18th.
Yeah.
But Christmas at the Hive is on Friday, I believe, right?
Yes. So I better get my my ugly sweater out, I guess.
The jerseys are getting unveiled on Friday morning.
Yep. That's always a positive in supporting a great local organization as well. All right, they're back on the ice. So that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. TikTok, we're going to stay here for a little bit, but Facebook, YouTube, come over to TikTok. David Burrows. And
as long as it lasts.
As long as it lasts.
That
right.
Sweeping ban across the nation.
Right. All right. I'm David Burrows, my good friend, Connor Burke. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, 1, 2, 3.
Go Sting, go!